Basically, your phone, you can actually do everything on your phone now, and like most of the phones right now that are out there, like all smartphones, whether it be like Apple phones or Android phones, they come up with like really good high quality camera. Not only the camera of the phones are good, but they also, you can also not only shoot a good video from that phone, but you can actually edit your videos in that same phone. Like there are a lot of apps that are available. One of them is like Adobe Rush.
InShot is also there.
Yeah, yeah. InShot is also there. Like these are the apps where you can literally like shoot from your phone, and then you can edit it in that same phone, and you can upload it on various social media platforms like Vimeo, YouTube. I think that's all you need. Like I think that's all you need to just create good quality content right now. You don't need a camera like a DSLR or something like that. And the most important thing is, okay, you buy a camera which is like a big camera and stuff, but if you don't know how to use the camera, it's no point of like, you know, shooting on a big camera. So I think you have to shoot it in what you're comfortable with, and the phone is a very very powerful device right now that you can use. I remember Nazi's song Afat was shot. It was in fact recorded, shot, edited, everything on an iPad. So
even Jungly Sher
was shot on an iPhone. So I think of shooting, just shooting content by a phone is more than enough. You just have to know what you want to shoot and be a little creative in what you do. So the most important thing, it's not like what camera are you shooting it from, whether you shoot it on a DSLR or a phone. Your content is more important. How creative you get with your content is important. People need to see your efforts behind that. Like even if you're shooting it with the phone, you make sure you're not just shooting stuff with your phone. You're like creating a set, you're doing something, being creative about it. You need to be worried more about your content rather than being worried about the technical term, like kaun sa camera se shoot karna hai, or would I need a DSLR camera to shoot, or can I shoot it on a phone, will the quality come the same? I think you should not worry on that. Firstly, you should worry about the content that you want to show. Camera is secondary. Of course, it's important to put out good quality videos and stuff like that, but first, the most important thing for me is to engage the audience, and to engage the audience, I need good content out, right? So you just definitely work more on your content, and then that would definitely help you to figure out the rest of the technical stuff.
First of all, to go on camera, whether be it a rapper or a singer or an actor, you first need to be okay with yourself. Self-love is what puts the camera to, like, you know, shame. That because a lot of people are conscious about how they look. That's the reason why they're scared of the camera.
Correct.
They don't know exactly, they're not prepared enough to go on the camera and perform it out. With me, because see, most of the things come naturally to me. I am comfortable with the way I am, even off camera or on camera. So it took a lot of years of experience and years of confidence building to be there in front of the camera and look your best. So, but what I would suggest the new rappers is that practice, as I said, practice is very important.
Yes, definitely.
Because finding your style doesn't happen overnight. It happens with a lot of experience over the years. So the more camera that you face, the more you will realize how you look on camera. Looking at yourself is a different vibe altogether. You can look at yourself in a mirror, you will get a different persona of yourself. But when you see yourself on the camera, when you see yourself in a video, you will realize that where you go wrong, how
Correct.
you walk, what's more comfortable for you, what works really well for you. Like for example, at one point, I used to not know what hand gestures to make while I'm rapping. On camera, I used to get very confused and I used to look very not confident. But then I realized that why do I need to make hand gestures? If I'm not comfortable with it, I can just rap myself by just moving my head like that. It looks pretty crazy also. You know, so you figure out your own style just by looking at yourself again and again in a camera. nowadays it's not very difficult to shoot a video of yourself. You can keep
Yes.
a phone somewhere and you can maybe like, wrap something out in front
Or
of
you
the
can
camera.
even just go live. Like now with
Absolutely.
the technology, like once you go live, you know your audience, how they are reacting to you straight up. So even if it's not a music video, you just go live on your phone and just like talk to your, just basically even you don't need to perform. Just talk to your crowd, talk to your fan base, and I think you get your confidence right there. Like,
Absolutely.
And the most important thing is just be yourself. You don't. I know you're gonna be at this stage of your career or whatever. You're gonna be looking at a lot of different rappers and you see, अगर डिवाइन ने ऐसा कपड़ा पहनते हैं या डिवाइन कैप पहनते हैं तो उसमें कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाते हैं. But it's all about knowing your style. Like Dhaval has a whole different style, like as compared to Divine or as compared to Shahrul, and I can't look at Dhaval and see if he tries to be Divine. Like that will definitely not be Dhaval. So just be confident about yourself, and your style is something that will just come out naturally in you.
My first job is to write a song. So जैसा song बनता है वैसा video बनाते हैं हम लोग. But sometimes we try to incorporate some sort of like a metaphorical video which explains what I'm trying to say. So ideas आना is depends के how you imagine the song in your head. Like जब मैं लिखता हूँ, अभी ऐसा हो गया कि because we regularly make music videos, ऐसा होता है कि मैं जब भी गाना लिख रहा हूँ ना, तभी कुछ दिमाग में एक visual आ जाता है कि मेरा जब वीडियो बनेगा ऐसा बनेगा.
Basically, you just have to visualize. Like even the artist does that. Even the guys who's doing the video does that. Once you listen to the track, you just got to visualize how would that song, what would you want to show in that song. So you have to visualize that in your head. So that's, I think, one thing is very important whenever you listen to the song. And the artist already does that while they're recording that in the booth or while they're writing it. They visualize themselves as ki aisa, there is this visuals that has to happen. And I'm sure like even Dhaval does that. I think everyone does that.
वो automatically ना हमारे दिमाग में आ जाता है कि इस गाने को अगर ये live अगर गाना हो रहा होता मेरे सामने तो ये ऐसा दिखता.
And that helps the video guy as well, because whenever the artist comes to us with a track, they always have this in their mind ki, like Dhaval always comes to me and say, JD, this is what I feel the video has to be, and from there I take it forward and then I put into my creativity and come up with the concept or however it goes up. The most important thing that one editor needs to know is knowing your software thoroughly. That's something you need to know. The most important thing. Be updated about your software to know each and every thing about your software, because the software is something that you need to be best friends with, right? Second most important thing is, I think you need to be well organized with your media. Because in your project file, if you're organized with your media and your video clips or photos or whatever is on your timeline, I think that will help you to like go really fast in your entire workflow. After I have a discussion with the artist, basically when they come up to me with their tracks and they tell me, "Yo, this is a song I'm thinking to make a music video for," I go back home. I sink into the music for at least a day or two, listen to the track and just try to visualize what kind of visuals would suit this kind of song. Then I just pick up a couple of references, I make my treatment and I just show it to the artist, and if they approve and if they approve with the treatment, after that I start working on the mood boards and the rest of the whole process. My mood board basically is the shots that I would prefer, the visuals that I would prefer to be in the video. For example, if I want to show like a car shot, burning shot of a car in a music video, I would show I would put a reference of a photo what I'm trying to show over there. So it's basically the mood board is basically just references of images put down in a PPT, wherein you can show them examples of visuals of what you are trying to do for them in their music video. So guys, I'm going to take you through one of my videos for Gully Gang. It's called the Gully Gang Cypher. The artists in it is Avruti, D Evil, Sharul. It's a very different music video for me because I had to like show all of these artists in one music video, and they are completely in, they all have a different style, and for me it was kind of challenging to make one video but still let their personality show out in their shots.
किसा कलम में चन्ना उन्ना करी जावा शाइन हुंदे सी छोटे साडी सोच भी सी नैरो माइंड चीजा पसंद बहुत पर मन ना किसे च लगे ते अज हिप हॉप तो नजर ना साडी हटे लिखे आ बहुत कुछ.
So this kind of editing that I've used here and I mostly use it called rhythmic editing, and for those who don't know, rhythmic editing is basically you cutting on the beat, on the right beat, and most of the music videos work in that way.
A lot of people don't do that. That's the biggest mistake people make while making music videos.
Yes.
Music video is for the song. Song is not for the music video.
Yeah, basically,
so,
yeah.
Music video को उस beat के हिसाब से edit करो.
अगर आप बीट के हिसाब से आप एडिट विजुअल्स को बीट के ऊपर आप प्लेस करोगे, दैट विल रियली हेल्प यू फॉर योर म्यूजिक वीडियो टू लाइक यू नो
To sing.
दैट्स इट.
देखे आ बहुत कुछ ताइयो आपा इथे तुसी सोच के ही होगे गुम दिमाग पूरा दिन रहिंदा एको चीज ते आपा तुरी जांदे पिछे लोकी रहिंदे चीकदे उम्र छोटी फिर भी सिख लिया बहुत कुछ मैं बैठ के चार गंदा विच वेख लिया बहुत कुछ ते सुपने वेखदे बड़े पर ना शेख चिल्ली वांगू सोचना हो गया बंद तुहाडा असी कीता शुरू हाले तक मैं इथे नी मंजिल रुकी मेरी इथे मेहनत दा ओ फल दिखण लगे हर एक जगह लकीरी सीधियां साडी पर रब्बा ही हैगे थेड़े वन पीस मैं मेरे वर्गा नी कोई पैदा इथे
के पड़े धड़कन पे हम खुद से लड़ पड़े हम सर पे चढ़ के बात करें और समय से देख भीड़ चले हम रखे ख्वाब जिंदा एक इंसान के देख दो चेहरे.
Like for the entire verse of like Sledge, I use this technique. It's called invisible cuts. Basically, invisible cuts is something that it's a transition that you don't make out while you see the video. So basically, from when you go from one clip to the next clip, you won't see that cut. That's called an invisible cut.
ना भरोसा ये किस्मत में किस तरफ ये चले है मेरा बड़ा ख्वाब जिस पे बस लगे मेहनत सोने को छोटा तकिया पर पैरों पे चाहिए जन्नत लगी हो पेशी तेरी तो बरसेगी अब कैसी रहमत खुदा ने दिया मौका माँ बाप को करूँ सहमत ना पूछे कितने ख्वाब ना बदले है मिजाज शुरू से है तैयार शुरू से माइक से प्यार शुरू से है बीमार कला का है बुखार कलम से है शिकार ना बदलेगा ये प्यार ना सोचे जिंदगी में पड़ा कितना गम पहले से है वक्त कम और ऊपर से लगे रकम नाम मेरा स्लेज याद रख ले काम शब्दों को जोड़ के देख फूटे जैसे बम बढ़ती चलती सांसें बढ़ते हैं सपने और बढ़ते दिन.
See, this is what I meant by saying rhythmic edit. As soon as like my edit till here was like all fast paced, but as soon as it goes to some words, it just flows with the music, and you can just check that here.
नाम मेरा स्लेज याद रख ले काम शब्दों को जोड़ के देख फूटे जैसे बम बढ़ती चलती सांसें बढ़ते हैं सपने और बढ़ते दिन पलकों पर आकर बैठे एक पल अगले पल लगे कठिन मैं बनना चाहता था चिराग घर का और दिखिस कलम फिर घिसते घिसते रास्ता निकल के आया जैसे जिन 19 है उम्र जवानी किसको बख्शे ना अब 30 है कमर मेरी और ढीले कपड़े जचते हाँ हूँ लिखने चलता जिंदगी पे जिंदगी ये लिखती कुछ है उसका फैसला कि सबको सम्मोहित तू करते जा हाँ लड़ते जा बस लड़ते जा कहता मैं खुद से क्योंकि कोई और ना चाहेगा मैं मन ही मन में हंस देता मेरी माँ सिखाती मुझको नजरों में देख और हंसी दे सबको नफरतों की आग लेके दिल ये सबका भड़केगा ये तो कुछ है बस और बातें ऐसी बहुत सी है इन रैपरों का सपना बस है बनना लोकप्रिय फिर के 100 पाँव पर समझे ना किसी को कुछ दुआ कभी और देख के कैसे बसती इसमें जिंदगी है
फूटी कौड़ी मेरी खोखला दिमाग तेरा.
Also, you guys also like I've used a lot of effects here and there, but if you notice in the video, I've used them in a very particular way, wherein it's not that I've been trying to like show too much of your effects.
मेरा बस होगा कत्लेआम खुल्लम खुल्ला कंबल ओढ़ ले संभल ले ये तू फ्लो से कब कपी लगेगी यहाँ से भाग के अब तू मोड़ ले तड़तड़ी से सबके सब ना किसमें इसका तोल बे लफ्जों की जंग और ये साथी मेरे फौजिया ड्रग्स सैफान नाम काम तमाम करे आज तक अंदाज कलम गुलाम ना बना भाग चल हलाल हराम समझाना मुझे साथ चल आवाज जज्बात मिला के बोले जिंदा दिली बनना सीखा हल्का मन तो मौत है खुद के ही कल से भिड़ के आज बनाया
ना कोई खौफ है, कला है भारी पड़ती सुन के उड़ गए होश आवाजें, एक एक गाना सुन के खुद ही बोले बोलता बहुत है।
बम्बई में आवाज इतना कायको है, गली गैंग में रैपर सब साइको है, सबकी खबर तेरे भाई को है, आराम से बैठना तेरे को घाय क्यों है, देख छोटे अभी कैसे कब्जा कर देंगे, इनके भड़कते शोले को सब्जा कर देंगे, चलते आ रहा था चलते रहेगा, भाई तेरा हमेशा भलते में रहेगा, ये रैप वाला सीन भी तो कठिन।
Like this was the video where like I've shot double a couple of times before this video as well, but while directing this entire sequence I had in Double is really good in acting, so as a director I knew that about Double, so I gave him a character in his part wherein he stood out from the rest of the boys at the start, so that was something.
So our concept was basically that I've been in the scene for more than 10-15 years now. So he said that Shahrul comparatively in the Indian hip hop scene is new. Avrutti is also there, like young boys.
Yes.
But you need to be shown in a way that this is our guy who's like, you know, who we've been waiting to sign for so long.
Correct.
Because he's been in the scene, he's been friends with us and everything. So I said, let's show a guy who's wounded basically.
Correct.
Because I wanted to say that being in the industry so long, not signed to a label was like a war, and I've been wounded in that war. But with those wounds, I'm still ready to, like, you know, go forward. And
Correct.
So basically, I'm showing that I'm fixing my own wounds in a rickshaw, in an auto rickshaw. Auto rickshaw we chose because Bombay, because we are very connected deeply to Bombay. But the concept was that I'm curing my own wounds, taking out my own bullet. I'm that kind of a rapper who's fixing his own this thing and he's moving forward. So that's what we wanted to show in this particular video. So I've been doing cyphers. I've been writing, like, you know, with 10 different rappers on a track for so many years. I've done at least 5 to 6 cyphers with all rappers, like, you know, in India. So this was another cypher for me. This was like, acha, apna label chalu ho raha hai. We all are signed to it. Now the label always comes up with a cypher to show who all are getting signed, who are the artists that we are signing. So I was like not feeling it at the start. I was not that excited. Plus, like, Vivian, my friend, was not in the song also. So I was like kind of like, अरे मेरा भाई Vivian रहता था तो बहुत मजा आता था, because he's also equally part of this like, you know, even though he's the boss man, but he's still like अपना दोस्त, like, you know, अपने साथ में आना चाहिए गाने पे. So I was like, you know, I was not getting like that zeal to write like immediately. So I waited for the time till I go to the studio. When I sat into the auto from Borivali to Bandra, I think, where did we record it? In Mothership Studios. Yeah, so that was in Bandra West. During that whole 1 hour stretch, I wrote the verse, because I was like, I'm writing about a cypher and I represent Bombay City, and I'm representing Gully Gang right now, which is also like roots of it is from Bombay. So I should give that feel to my verse. So while I was going on the way, I saw different things. There was a rickshaw, there was a petrol pump, there were people walking around, you know, people sipping chai. Bombay में बहुत चाय पीते लोग, किधर भी आग घुमाओ चाय पीने वाले के तरफ तुम्हारी नजर जाएगी. तो ये सब चीजें मैंने बोला चलो, क्योंकि बम्बई कर करता क्या है, पूरा दिन में ऑफिस निकलता है ऑटो जाने के लिए, चाय वाय पीता रास्ते में, और अपना काम वाम करके खत्म करके दुनिया से लड़के वापस घर पे आता है. So I was like, चलो भाई ये let's like, you know, show like something like this into the video. I wrote Bombay में आवाज इतना काय को है.
That one line, Bombay में आवाज इतना काय को है. Also, as soon as I heard that line, I'm like, yo, this has to be shot in a rickshaw. Is because as soon as you sit in the rickshaw, you actually can hear all kinds of sound. Like horn कोई बजाता है. Like literally, you be in the rickshaw. There's a horn.
I was literally in that
second.
situation when I wrote that line. मैं ट्रैफिक में रुका और पैपू पी पी हो रहा है. मेरे यार ऐसे कैसा गाना लिखेगा आदमी इधर रिक्शा में बैठ के, लेकिन वो डी विल लिखता है. तो मेरे दिल लाइक बम्बई में आवाज इतना क्यों है, मतलब क्या रीजन हो सकता है. अरे हम लोग ही रीजन है उसका.
And the moment I told Double, you know what, I heard your verse and I feel it has to be shot in the rickshaw. And Double was like, bro, this is exactly where I wrote the song. So you know, that's how you have to be connected to the song and to the artist to know the artist first, for you to visualize where would his verse suit the best. Like I couldn't, like if you see, I'm just going to play Shahrul's verse now.
Screaming rule worldwide cause we all caps lock. No, it's hard for your girl just to keep her hands off. No gulu gulu in my prime. No Hulu, she can get the old show for show. I'll be a guru onwards and upwards. No downward dog. If you go too fast, you are bound to fall. Fake likes and fake hype. You found applause with your imaginary fans. You are now the boss. Gully gang.
Like I couldn't fit double in this setup. This is more like Shahrul's setup. Shahrul as an artist is more a flashy kind of personality. He loves being
loves his
flashy.
jewelry.
He loves partying. He loves being at the clubs. He loves dressing the best. I think he's like the most flash guy I know, as my friend. So yeah, it's very important to know the artist and to understand their personality while you also visualize them in your videos, right?
Absolutely.